everyone, I'm Miss Alicia from the Trustful Public Library. Welcome to today's virtual story time. This week's theme is all about flowers. The story that I will be sharing with you today is called Fran's Flower by Lisa Bruce. Before we get started, I'm going to sing a song to you, and the title of this song is Flower Play. If I were a little flower sleeping underneath the ground, I'd raise my head up and grow, and I'd reach my arms up and grow until my head would nod and say, "I'm so glad to see you all today." Let's try that again. If I were a little flower sleeping underneath the ground, I'd raise my head and grow. I'd stretch my arms up and grow and nod my head and say, "I'm glad to see you all today." One last time. If I were a little flower sleeping underneath the ground, I'd raise my head and grow. I'd stretch my arms and grow and nod my head and say, "I'm glad to see you all today." Thank you for joining me for story time today. Let's get started with our story of Fran's Flower. One day, Fran found a flower pot filled with soil. And inside of that flower pot, there was a tiny green tip that was growing right outside of the flower pot. She told her dog, Fred, she said, "Oh, look, I found a flower. I'm going to take this flower home and I'm going to grow it." And so she took that flower home and she said, "Oh, I just need to say the magic words to this flower and it will grow. Grow, flower." And she watched and waited for that flower to grow, but nothing happened. She said, "I think this flower is hungry. I need to feed this flower so it will grow into a beautiful flower." And so she looked inside of her refrigerator, she opened the door up, and she found all of her favorite fruits inside of the refrigerator. She said, "I'm going to get this flower something yummy to eat." And so she pulled out of the refrigerator a big, delicious hamburger. And she gave the hamburger to the flower. "Oh, I just know this flower is going to love this hamburger." And then she gave it a nice hot dog. And a big bowl of spaghetti. Oh, this flower is going to grow into a humongous flower. Then she gave it an apple and a sandwich, a banana, some French fries, a big taco too, and some watermelon. And she had to give the flower a dessert too. You can't leave a dessert out. So she gave the flower some ice cream, a big ice cream cone. Oh, this is going to make the flower so happy. Oh, let's give it a few more desserts. A big chocolate donut and a pink donut with sprinkles on top. Now this flower will grow. And so she watched and waited for that tiny green tip to grow into a flower. But nothing happened. The flower didn't grow. The tiny tip stayed tiny. Well, she got fed up. She said, "This flower's not growing. You're a silly flower." And so she put that flower outside. she thought, well, maybe it'll be better outside than inside of my house. And so she waited on that flower to grow into a bigger flower. But what she didn't realize was that while it was outside, the rain fell and the wind blew on the flower, and then the sun shone on the flower. And so one day she went outside with her dog Fred to play. And they were playing and having a good time until all of a sudden she looked at her flower pot, and that tiny tip had grown and grown, and it even grew a stem. And then at the very top of that stem, there was a beautiful purple flower. And it had grown into that beautiful flower just for Fran. And that was the story of Fran's Flower by Lisa Bruce. And we're going to end story time today with another song about little flowers. And this song is called 10 Little Flowers. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little flowers, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little flowers, 7 little, 8 little, 9 little flowers, 10 flowers in the garden. Give them rain and lots of sunshine, give them rain and lots of sunshine, give them rain and lots of sunshine, so they grow up tall. Sing it one more time. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little flowers, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little flowers, 7 little, 8 little, 9 little flowers, 10 flowers in the garden. Give them rain and lots of sunshine, give them rain and lots of sunshine, give them rain and lots of sunshine, so they grow up tall. Thank you for joining me today for Story Time. And remember to come by and get your Storytime kits this week. Or come to an in-person Storytime on Thursdays at the playground in the park at 9:30 or 10:30. Bye, everybody.